happened to the next day? Oh my god, yes! Oh wait, I have to go to the girls. Yuzuha! Belle! Look how many visitors we've got! Wow, it's packed. How did it get so lively all of a sudden?
Mr. Arnold did thorough research on the resort's target audience, and although the advertising budget was tight, every penny was well spent. That's why so many people came early just for tonight's music festival.
With this many people around, I'm feeling even more... Did he just walk through us? Dude, drunk man, get out of the way! With this many people around, I'm feeling even more fired up. Come on, let's push through and finish checking off the rest of our to-dos. How's the prep going?
Let me think. We've already booked the performers for the festival, and most of them have arrived at the resort. They're either getting ready backstage or relaxing somewhere nearby.
The stage is all fixed up and ready, and all staff are in position. First up is the sound check. Then, Manata will lead the guests to the waiting area, and we'll go through a rehearsal a bit later. Feels like we're almost there. Once the music festival's over, let's throw ourselves a little celebration. Gotta properly toast to the resort's full recovery. Also, when the event was happening, the event had you wait a whole day for this part of the event? Dang. Bonagachi.
Yuzuha, anything could still happen before the festival comes to a close. This isn't the time to let our guard down just yet.
Yeah, and your little bunny ears and tail haven't stopped twitching since this morning either. Right?
Stop staring at me all the time. Oh, right, Belle. Could I ask you for a favor? Actually, I'd like to hear what tourists around here think about the resort and the music festival. When you're organizing an event, it's easy to overlook things from the audience's perspective. That's why I want to understand what the visitors here truly care about, so we can still make a few adjustments before the festival officially begins.
Why am I loading? I'm not loaded. Why am I loading? Leave it to me. Why am I loading? I don't know why, but I really want a cracked egg variant. Oh, it's canon. Yuzuha looks at Alice's butt.
Thanks. I'll be getting ready here by the stage, waiting for your good news.
Let's talk to the NPCs. You, NPC! Let's see. Next, I need to check the stage flame machine and the fireworks for the night. Are you a staff member? Yeah, I saw the job posting online saying they needed help here, so I came over. Before this, I've handled stage setup for lots of music festivals and concerts. It might not be the biggest gig I've done, but the vibe's great and the pay's fair. With all the experience I've got, I'll make sure everything's set up just right. Do you see any problems? Problems? I don't see any problems. Oh, wait! There is one thing about the resort. Today when I came to work at the stage, I tripped over something. I swear I didn't see anything in my way. I was in a hurry and didn't stop to check what happened, but if someone can trip over such a wide road, it's definitely a safety hazard. I'll make sure to bring this up with my boss later.
No big names, and the security doesn't seem all that reliable, but we've got to fix those. But there's one more thing that's bugging me.
That staff member just say they tripped over nothing? Like literally nothing in their way?
I'm worried about this too. Yuzuha, do you think...
Before Alice can finish her sentence, a sudden scream rings out not far away. Huh.
Whoa!
That's not ominous.
A ton of ghost images. What the heck is going on?
That's not ominous at all.
Uh-oh. The tourists are totally freaking out.
What's going on? Please don't be afraid. That's definitely not ominous. Nope, definitely not. It's all right. Don't be afraid. They're just holograms. Help me. This is so scary. She seems to have lost the strength and reason to respond for now. In any case, let's use the camera to locate the hidden hologram projector and retrieve it to put an end to this ghostly display. I bet you it's not gonna work, is it? What do you mean target spotted? Oh, there it is, up top. I found it, up top. I couldn't figure out where it was. Huh? That nasty thing vanished. It's all right, you're completely safe. Really? I was just here to chill and then suddenly there were these scary things, one after another. I seriously thought it was the end for me. Please head to a nearby safe zone and stay put. Okay, but honestly, I just want to go home now. That last scare nearly gave me a heart attack. The terrified tourist leaves the scene. Most of the other visitors are reacting the same way, and the situation isn't looking good. Yuzuha, Alice, Minato, and the others seem to have gathered nearby. Let's go find them and discuss our next move. That's not good. Of course it's the day of the festival and these jerks are doing this.
What? How is this possible? Why are there so many haunting images?
Ariel needs a little zoomy zoom. A little zoomy? Little zoomies for me? For me zoomies?
Didn't we hand over all the projectors to public security last night? What kind of dirty trick is Three Gates Corp pulling now?
Seriously. I don't like this music either. It's creepy.
We'll figure that out later. Right now, there are too many of these projections. Most of the visitors are completely spooked. We need to collect the projectors now and get the visitors to safety ASAP.
Yeah, let's pew-pew them! Time for pew-pewing!
The staff have all run off in a panic. We must hurry. Let's split up.
Time to pew-pew!
Where are you all rushing off to?
A familiar, chilling voice cut through the crowd. There he is, Willis.
Willis, you again. And behind you.
Camera crew.
New Eridu Broadcasting, Throne Quarter TV, Redo Media. Basically, I invited all the major mainstream media outlets in New Eridu.
Jerk, you jerk.
So the whole city can watch this haunted circus you deliberately set up?
Careful what you say. We're live across the city right now. I just heard Fantasy Resort was on the rise, so I decided to spend a little of my own money to bring in some big media coverage. Just trying to help you out with a little PR, that's all.
How dare you?
Oh, but what a shame. Looks like we picked the worst possible time and ended
You
up broadcasting your
smarmy
resort's
you.
biggest mess for everyone to see.
How dare?
I can't believe you have the nerve to say that. Everyone watching, please listen to me. Everything you're seeing right now was created by hologram projectors. Our resort is not haunted.
Yes.
And the one who orchestrated all of this, turning it into a haunting, is none other than this department manager from Three Gates Corp.
You tell him.
Oh my. If you want to accuse Three Gates Corp, shouldn't you at least have solid evidence? You can't throw shade at us just because the projectors happen to be coated in our new material, can you?
Oh, you jerk, you.
Speaking of evidence,
Will
I've actually
is
got a
just
video
God,
that
but
proves
actually
my
successful.
company has
Wait, no,
nothing
that's
to
so
do
true.
with your resort. In fact, it was your own people who installed the projectors in place to fake the haunting.
You. What video? Just as a sense of dread hits you, Willis has already pulled out his phone and starts playing the video in front of the camera. The footage was shot late at night, clearly inside the resort. It looks like fixed position surveillance footage. On the empty street, there's Empy, carrying holographic projectors. Its tiny body hauls several projectors, installing them at various corners of the street, adjusting the settings to invisible mode, and finally leaves with a satisfied look. Instead of handing over the projectors to public security last night, MP reinstalled them throughout the resort. Is this the truth behind what's happening today? MP was reprogrammed! I hate him!
That's your resort's Bang Boo, right? Forgive me for not disclosing the source of this video, but it clearly shows that this Bang Boo did everything on its own. We had nothing to do with it.
You monster, you!
I believe the people can see it for themselves. You fabricated this whole haunting nonsense, traumatizing customers who trusted and visited you. And then you had the nerve to turn this around on me.
You jerk,
That's
you!
what really happened.
Ah, you jerk!
MP, how could this be? You've been with us since Father was still alive. You would never
Oh my
do
god,
something
is
like
this the- They hacked the boo!
Right,
They
MP?
had to! They have hacked the boo!
Huh? Where's MP?
It's gotta be a hack. It's gotta
Come
be!
to think of it, I haven't seen MP around at all since this morning.
They hacked it! Lies! Lies!
I bet it's already left town. Bang Boo's actions. Master takes the fall. As the resort's managers, shouldn't you give the audience and your guests an explanation?
Damn it. Where did MP run off to at a time like this? What should we do?
You exchange glances with Yuzuha and Alice. Even in a dire situation like this, there was no hesitation in their eyes, only determination.
Wise? Monoto? Can I leave this to you guys?
They're leaving the guys behind to handle the PR crisis.
You want us to keep the media busy? I'm not a pro at this, but I'll try my
Gonna be
best.
real here, I feel like Belle would be better at keeping the media busy with her dumbness. Like, she'd be so cute and dumb that it would drive the media absolutely bananas.
Are you planning to retrieve the projectors and find MP?
Yes, do it! We'll uncover the truth.
MP disappearing right now is just suspicious. We've got to find it and get to the bottom of this to clear the resort's name.
Go! We've got things covered here.
Yeah! Let's do this!
Okay, we'll be back soon.
We're gonna find our little
Do you
half-boo.
think MP might be somewhere it usually hangs around?
Okay,
No?
what kind of cursed resort is this? It's not just the creepy things floating midair that you can't even touch. Now there's creepy stuff lurking by the beach, too! I should have never come here. What creepy stuff by the beach? I have no idea either. I mean, I didn't see anything. I was just walking along the shore a bit earlier, thinking I'd go through the waves, and suddenly something tripped me out of nowhere. If it weren't for all the creepy stuff happening around this resort, you'd probably think I was nuts. And I swear, I tripped over something and went face first into the sand. When I looked up, there was nothing there. This is some kind of haunting, isn't it? It has to be. Where exactly did you trip? Let me think. I guess it was a few dozen meters out from the dock? I can't say exactly where, but if you wander around the area long enough, you're bound to run into that ghost too. Oh? Belle, have you found any clues over there? From what I just found out, Willis definitely knows where MP is. But he didn't say a word, and instead hired some random bangoo off the street to pose as it. Someone tripped over an invisible object in the shallow waters. Invisible object? But projectors malfunction when exposed to seawater. There's no way Willis would have set them up out there. Alice, you're giving Willis way too much credit. Don't tell me that invisible object was MP? And it's been submerged in seawater this whole time? How could that be? I'm so happy you chose Belle because the beginning of Chapter 5 cutscene had a really funny Belle moment. Yes! If the boo is hacked, that would definitely leave tracks back to whoever hacked them. If we can figure it out. The object should be around here somewhere. I'm counting on you. Hope it's not too late. No! MP! As the camera shutter clicks, MP the penguin boo reappears before your eyes, lying limp in the seawater, unconscious, as though it had been struck down.
It's MP! It's right here! But it seems to be unconscious. I'll check its condition right away. I'm sorry. Just doing a little honk shoe. Just a little honky shoey.
MP's waking up! Quick! Get it out of the water!
MP? Are you okay? Can you hear us?
This is awful. They sprayed chameleon on it and did it so carelessly. Thankfully,
Oh no!
the seawater
MP!
hasn't caused any irreversible damage to its core yet.
MP baby!
Sorry. Sorry. I messed up. I'm sorry.
No, don't apologize, MP! What happened last night? How did you end up here?
MP, how did you end up here? Can you tell us what happened?
Tell us, MP, sweet MP.
Sorry. MP didn't turn in the projectors, but kept them instead. MP waited until everyone was asleep and reinstalled them. Last night, Therese said, if only summer could last forever. MP feels the same way. In summer, everyone's here, and the music festivals and the visitors. But once summer ends, everybody leaves. It'll just be MP, AJ, Therese, and the Jets.
Whoa, wait a minute. Oh my god, does the Corps have nothing to do with this? Oh my god, corporations actually being the good guy? What is this?
Happy times won't last, and we'll have to work ourselves to death again to keep the resort afloat. Just putting on a good music festival isn't enough. The resort will eventually fall back into decline. MP doesn't want to see Therese cry anymore. MP wants the resort to stay popular even after the music festival ends.
So you want to use the ghost stories?
So when Mia mentioned last night that the ghost stories were well received on internet, you thought about using that to the resort's advantage?
The images in the projectors, those visitors found them too scary, so MP secretly changed them to be something cuter. MP thought maybe they would attract more people. MP didn't say anything because Therese would say no. MP spent the whole night setting up the projectors, but in the end, Willis had remote access to them. MP wanted to stop, but it was too late. Someone knocked MP out from behind and kept muttering to themselves. MP tried to capture them with my camera, but they snatched it away and smashed it. I'm sorry. MP let everyone down. I'm sorry. Therese is gonna cry again.
Willis has remote access? Yeah. Depressed, boo. I feel so bad.
Face looks like you're about to bite someone, little bunny. Is that how I look right now? You're not much better, Yuzuha. Your hair's practically standing on end.
MP, it's all right. You can leave the rest to us.
MP, you've done great. We'll take it from here. We'll settle the score with the bad guys who tried to ruin our summer.
Yeah, how dare you?
Belle, got any ideas? From what MP said, it sounds like Willis didn't leave any evidence behind this time either.
No, this time he's going down. He made a fatal mistake.
No, this time he made a fatal mistake. He crushed every bit of hope we had just to sabotage the resort. He even went so far as to leave MP invisible in seawater to make it malfunction. We're heading back, and we'll make him pay for what he's done.
Yeah! I have an 85-year-old pair of shoes that look like dress boots that are built to be worn as work boots. They have steel toes and steel plates in them. Woo! Fancy! Alright, we're gonna show you, you stupid jerk with your stupid bodyguards, you. Alright. Let's go! Battered and bruised, MP is brought to the camera. The once arrogant Willis turns pale when he sees MP, as if fearing something, but quickly he regains his usual demeanor.
I'm impressed you managed to find this troublemaking Bangbu. What's with all those wounds on it? Don't tell me you beat it up to appease the guests.
Never, you jerk!
MP! Those wounds! What happened?
Willis, you did this, didn't you? MP is just a little Bangbu! You bastard!
It's time for revenge! You gotta say something cooler.
Guys, when you finally get your shot at revenge, you can't just say something weak like, you bastard! Alice, show him how it's done.
Yeah, Alice, show him how it's done!
Huh? Me?
Yeah!
All right then.
Go for it!
My name is Alice Timefield. For the sake of Fantasy Resort's reputation, for MP, and for everyone's hard work that you tried to trample, I will push you into an utterly asymmetrical abyss of despair!
Oh my god, the asymmetry! Yeah, queen! You tell them, pop off, queen!
Alice, that asymmetrical part was kinda unnecessary.
No, it was very necessary. This is Alice we're talking about.
What exactly are you getting at?
The culprit who manipulated the ghosts and harmed our Bangbu is you and you alone.
In short, you brought in these invisible holographic projectors, caused chaos at the resort, and even tried to kill a Bangbu. All of this is being exposed to the entire city of New Eridu, live on camera.
They also actually fit my odd shoe size. Dang, convenient.
And here I thought you had something important to say. How ridiculous! In a lawful society, you can't just throw around accusations without evidence. Especially when you're accusing Three Gates Corp.
Try me, mister. We're not accusing Three Gates Corp. We're accusing you. And only you.
I've been meaning to say this for a while now. You keep dragging Three Gates Corp into every conversation. What are you, the CEO's secret illegitimate child or
Dang,
something? This
Belle!
isn't about them. We're accusing you personally. Stop hiding behind the company's name.
Dang, Belle, you tell him!
That doesn't change anything. I already checked with public security. Those thugs who trashed the resort were just some gang. What does that have to do with me? And this Bangbu's injuries? How is that my problem? Show me the evidence.
Do you know there were thugs that trashed the resort? I don't think we made a public statement about that. Ooh, the evidence is inside Empy's body.
Willis, you think you've got everything covered, leaving no loose ends. But you're wrong. Destroying Empy's camera wasn't enough. Bangbu units have built-in visual recording systems. For someone running a cutting-edge tech company, this should have been obvious. But you've turned into nothing but a greedy snake who will do anything for your own gain. I'm not surprised you looked down on Bangbu and completely forgot what they're capable of.
Yeah, we love our Bangbu buddies here. Our beautiful Bangbu babies.
Visual recording system, huh? Interesting. And? You did remind me of this feature. If I remember correctly, only the Bangbu's Master and Marcel group have the authority to access those visual recordings.
Which we just happen to have the Bangbu's master here.
And if I'm not mistaken, this Penguin Boo's registered master was Teresa's deceased father, wasn't it? The fee for changing ownership isn't cheap, so you've never officially updated the registration.
That's where you're wrong.
As for Marcel Group, once you submit a data request, it'll take at least a year and a half to hear anything back. I'm honestly curious. How exactly do you plan to get your hands on this Bangbu's recordings?
Oh, hello, Chi. You raise your phone to your ear. A familiar voice comes through your Fairy.
Master, I detect a long-awaited opportunity for me to shine. Enter the command, please help me, Your Excellency Fairy.
Oh my
and I
God,
shall
Fairy.
execute the following action. Convert Bangbu's visual recordings into video output.
Wow, Fairy.
Master, it seems like you're in a situation where verbal commands aren't convenient. I've
Please
gone ahead
shower
and
me
sent the
with
recordings
extra
to your
praise.
phone.
Oh,
Please don't forget to shower me with extra praise later.
hi, Chi. Show everyone the recordings from your phone. Ah! No, stop the. Ow! Whoa! What is this? What is this? Whoa! What is this?
All right, these are the visual recordings saved inside MP.
Well, you've got some skills. If what you're saying is true, that someone attacked this Bangbu, then the visual recordings must have caught it. Maybe it was one of those leftover thugs from yesterday's gang.
You're gonna wish it was one of those leftover thugs, buddy.
You should hand over the recordings to public security and let them sort it out. That'll wrap things up for today.
Oh no, you brought this on to national TV and we're gonna finish this on national TV. No gangs in the visual recording. You're the only one in the visual recording.
Still trying to play dumb, Willis? The gang you hired to do your dirty work were all caught yesterday. With hush money for hired thugs being so steep, and the risk of exposure so high, there's no way you could have lined up another crew in just one day.
So,
Given the situation,
you
don't
had to
you
do it
think it's
yourself.
far more likely you took matters into your own hands and attacked MP yourself?
You jerk.
I'm going to play back the visual recordings. I heard that you love hearing yourself talk. Why don't we give all of New Eridu a chance to hear what you were mumbling at the end?
Yeah,
Wait, don't!
you got no choice.
I spent a fortune hiring those thugs and they were totally useless. Got themselves caught just like that. Thought this worthless resort was a lost cause. But who would have guessed? Just wandering around here, I'd stumble on such a lucky surprise.
And that's why we don't even monologue out loud, kiddies.
This Dungbang Boo even set up the projectors for me.
Hydrate,
What?
hydrate.
This'll work.
Thank you for the hydrate.
Just gotta wait till daytime when the place is packed. I'll project all those terrifying images, and the resort will be doomed for good. Smash the camera, then get rid of this bamboo.
Why is it so heavy?
Why is it so heavy? Whatever, I'll just leave it invisible and let it rot in the sea.
Oh.
This time I'll finally drive this place into bankruptcy and take it for myself. I've been waiting for too long. Midsummer Inc.'s
There's
research data
what it
must be
wants.
hidden somewhere around here.
There we go. There's the reveal. See, and this is why, kids, you don't evil monologue out loud. That's the first rule of being evil. You can't evil monologue aloud. Who would have thought the man who always covered his tracks so perfectly turned out to be so careless when completely off guard? As Empy's visual recording finished playing in front of all of the cameras, one glance at Willis showed a man barely able to stand, his face completely pale.
Got any more excuses? There's no such thing as a voice-changing ribbon in New Eridu, you know?
Wait, everyone, please let me explain.
You can't talk your way out of this one, old man. The reporters' phones at the scene suddenly start ringing. After answering and listening for a moment, they all switch to speakerphone, making sure the voice on the other end could be perfectly clearly captured by the cameras.
Citizens of New Eridu, I apologize for taking up your valuable time. As the corporate spokesperson for Three Gates Corp, I would like to make an official
Oh
statement.
my god, they're gonna
regarding
give him a
incident.
public firing! Public firing! Public firing!
Willis, former R&D division manager at Three Gates Military Tech, has been terminated and permanently blacklisted due to his malicious interference with Fantasy Resort's operations for personal gain, causing severe damage to the company's reputation.
Dang! Public humiliation!
Willis's actions were entirely his own and have no connection to our company. Regarding his unauthorized use of our newly developed technology, we will pursue legal action accordingly.
Yes!
Further details, please stay tuned for our upcoming press conference.
Heck
Thank you for your
yeah! Heck yeah! Heck yeah!
As expected of Tops, they never miss a beat when it comes to cutting ties. Must hurt pretty bad, huh?
Sucks to
Being
be
abandoned and
you!
backstabbed by your master.
If you'd just handed over the damn resort from the start, none of this would have happened. All I
Sucks to
wanted
be
was to
you.
get my hands on the research data hidden here, to use it for promotion.
Watch out. Looks like he's about to do something crazy.
Oh? Oh. Battle? The ground begins to shake. Moments later, a massive machine descends from the sky, blocking everyone's path.
Now that my career and my life are ruined, none of you are getting out of this in one piece!
Oh my god! Here we go! Figures Villish would lash out when cornered. Minato, you go and help evacuate the guests and the others. Alice and I will take care of the big guy he summoned.
He never expected to fail, yet still hit a combat mech nearby. What a shady man.
Let's take the chance to put him behind bars for good.